Men that constantly cheat or feel the need to cheat are very insecure and ego driven.
Hello, motherfucker.
Thanks for joining. We'll be discussing fitness, fashion, and ways to focus on greatness. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. So as you all know, T.I. and Tiny sat down with Jada Pinkett Smith as well as her mom on Red Table Talk, and they had an open dialogue about their relationship, what led to Tiny filing a divorce, and how they rekindled the romance. I'm not going to play the entire Red Table Talk, but little snippets and give my commentary. So here's just a preview of what they discussed on Red Table Talk.
And me just coming back and not being in the position that I was in, it left me feeling lesser than. So I had to go and figure out ways to make myself feel proper and adequate again. And that led to things that led to things that led to things because of the fire.
I understand.
Okay, I have always believed that men that constantly cheat or feel the need to cheat are very insecure and ego driven. So because Tiny didn't relinquish full authority to him as she had in the previous years of their relationship, he felt the need to go and feel better about himself, and that the way that he felt the need to do so was the interest of other women. So this is the reason why I've always stated that Tiny is not responsible for T.I.'s happiness. She is not responsible for him feeling important. She's not responsible for stroking his ego, but yet he is making her feel that she should be responsible for that, or he'll go seek it elsewhere, when it's really internal, and that's with both men and women. What I find to be bothersome is I'm afraid that the moment T.I. does not feel important in Tiny's life, he's just going to go and do the same thing and create that same pattern of behavior in their marriage. Let's take a listen to what else they had to offer.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to talk about what changed in your mind.
Okay.
Y'all both went off and found y'all could have made lives. Everybody went out, had some fun.
I couldn't.
Okay, but let's talk about that. You could have gone out in the world and found yet another woman who could have come into your life and been like, oh, Tip, I'm just here for you. What you want?
You know what I'm saying?
And what Jada is stating is absolutely true. You know, any relationship, you can go out and find someone new. There will always be someone that may do more of this or less of this. What is going to hold you loyal, committed, and honest in a relationship is the fact that you choose to be there. If you aren't somewhere that you're choosing to be every single day, then you will look elsewhere. You will look elsewhere for that companionship, for that romance, for that sexual stimulant, whatever it may be. You will look elsewhere if, you know, you're really riding the fence. Do I really want to be here?
Rare where you are able to be married to the best friend you have and the best sex you've ever had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have those things,
You got them two components? Well, damn.
you see what I'm saying? you don't just toss that away.
Now, although I do believe T.I. saying that Tiny is his best friend as well as the best sex that he's ever had, the issue is he didn't feel that he would lose her. So he felt like, okay, I'll do A, B, and C, and she'll still be my ride or die. A lot of times people take another person for granted, and as I keep stating in these videos, men think they are the prize, which has ruined relationships. Men, you are not the prize. If you don't feel your wife is the prize, let her go immediately.
Yeah.
What he's trying to say is, I went and I found my own voice. He was used to saying, okay, no, we're doing this, we're moving this way, and I'd be like, oh, okay. But when he came home, he'd say, we're moving this way, and I'd be like, well, no, I got this to do, and he's like, well, that's not the way. You know, it wasn't what he was used to. He was used to controlling things.
Wait a minute.
And, well, having things his way at all times. But once I got on my own 2 feet, I felt like I should have a voice too. Yeah. And that voice, it was a little different from what he was used to. Right. So that, to me, is what caused the issue.
I have also been in a relationship where I found that I really had lost my voice, and it's not that you cannot talk or they don't give you permission to speak or anything like that. It's that your opinion is not valid for anything. So you feel like, well, what's the point of me saying something, because it's not going to mean anything. It's not going to change anything. So you do become, very silenced. You become muted. And that becomes a problem on its own, because then you're resentful because you aren't saying and you aren't doing a lot of things that you would like to do just as a human being, as a mother, as a wife, as an adult, as in just a human being in general. So I have been in those type of relationships, and once you lose yourself, you kind of lose respect for the man that you're with, and then you're not able to have a successful relationship. So I do understand what Tiny means when she says she sort of lost her voice.
I see the emotion in your eyes. I want to know what that is.
I mean, it's just a lot of love. I love her.
Yeah. I really do feel that between you two.
Okay, just to sum everything up, I do love T.I. I love his music. I love the fact that he is a family man. I do believe he's a narcissist, and I do believe he's ego driven. However, sometimes that's just how you're raised as a person, as a man. I don't think he's an evil person or anything like that. I just feel like their communication is a little off, and he needs to understand that him allowing Tiny to have a voice and make decisions does not lessen his importance in his family's life, and does not make him less of a leader in his family's life. So I believe that's where a lot of men may be mistaken, that if they allow their wife to be who they truly are, they have no idea, or they don't realize how much it can grow the family, how much more successful the family can be if they work with their wife. Now, I know a lot of men are similar to T.I., and they want a woman to need them, to be dependent upon them, and not be very independent. And if that is who T.I. truly wants to be, Tiny is either going to have to dumb herself down, so to speak, and become that woman, or they're going to continue to have friction, because I just feel like as long as she's trying to become more independent, it's going to create strife along their relationship, and T.I. is going to be resentful, and he's going to keep looking for that woman that will stroke his ego. Maybe they have met that middle ground, and I'm hoping so. I'm always a champion for black love and black families. I appreciate them sharing their stories with the public so that we can relate a little bit more. I wish them all the success in the world, and let me know what you guys think down below. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.